How's it going there, everybody? It's Mr. Zen over here bringing you guys another Drifters anime episode discussion, and for today's segment, guys, we are going to be talking about the season finale of Drifters. I honestly have to say that the season finale was pretty well written out, but at the same time, you guys have to look at the also negative aspects of the anime episode, because it still leaves us viewers wondering what else is going on in the world. They basically, like, the whole entire season of Drifters was basically just giving exposition to showing what the villains are doing in the new world, and apparently it seems that they're doing something else as well in the new world as well that we are not aware of. That it seems that they're cultivating a brand new, you could say, religion, and they're bringing the actual you could say the ogres, those pig soldiers, that they're doing something with them, that they're trying to make them a civilization. But there's something else that's also involved with them that we don't know that for sure, because the episode is kind of hinting that the Black King is doing something else. He's not really there for conquest. He's there for a revolution, as you could kind of say. That's what he's really there for. But we don't know what kind of revolution he actually is heading for. That the Drifters themselves are here instead. The Drifters are there mostly for conquest, if you guys kind of think about it. While the ends there, it seems that they're there for conquest, but no, it just seems that they're trying to do something else with the world themselves. Like I said, there are two idealistic beliefs that are involved in the world of Drifters, but it just seems that it just depends on who you guys think is really the main villain. Do you guys really think the Drifters are the villains, or do you guys think really the ends are the villains? Like I said, it really depends on whose side are you really on. It really depends on who could be evil and who could be on the positive side. It's really interesting to see how the Drifters is actually pretty going along with the series with that actual aspect, but leaving us viewers at the end of the season as to wondering, like, what the heck is going to go on for season 2 now. And apparently at the end of the episode, we then are shown more and more Drifters. That I personally thought that's actually pretty interesting. And as it looks like at the end of the episode, it looked like as if it was Sinbad that was in there, but I was kind of speculating, wait a minute, but isn't Sinbad a make-believe character in storytelling? But then I don't know, it could be maybe the pirate leader Drake. Drake was actually a very famous leader. We don't know that for sure. Maybe it could be Drake, or it could be somebody else. We don't know that. Sir Francis Drake is the one I'm talking about. Like I said, they could be influencing other pirate leaders as well, but for so far, we don't know that for sure. Now, the whole entire episode did consist of the Orte Kingdom being actually freaking attacked and assaulted by none other than the Ends themselves. And the Ends that was in charge of the assault was none other than Hijikata Toshizo. Sorry, my bad. It's pretty hard pronouncing those names, but Hijikata Toshizo was actually doing pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. He was a part of the Shinsengumi, if I remember correctly. Once you guys look it up, he was a strong military leader. But the thing that kind of didn't make any sense is how the hell does he have supernatural powers? That's what I really didn't understand at that specific part. Is how did he end up having those, like, spirits of the dead coming up from him, as if he had possessed like a freaking mythical sword itself. But other than that, it actually was pretty interesting to see the fight between Toyohisa versus Hijikata, and honestly, these two characters were just going all out. But the overall aspect of the episode was not because of these two fighting amongst themselves. It was really a distraction as to what really was going on around the whole entire war itself. And really, Hijikata noticed it too late, because the fact that Oda Nobunaga was actually taking care of his army at the same time, and Toyohisa really was just to distract Hijikata. That's it. Nonetheless, he was not there to win. And honestly, I love the way that Toyohisa was actually explaining to Hijikata, saying that, this is a war, and we're all going to be using underhanded tricks in order to admit defeat, and I will sacrifice my life even if it means that we won the war itself. And honestly, Toyohisa once again does that bravery, chivalry that he actually has. But honestly, it did make sense as to what Toyohisa was actually saying to him, because of the fact that, Hijikata was just a small stepping stone as to what they really needed to defeat. He was just the only aspect that really would have thrown the whole thing into shambles if he actually stepped in the war itself. So Toyohisa was only just distracting him long enough for his troops to keep dying from the hands of Oda Nobunaga's actual tactics, but was having help from Hannibal himself. Because I did love the way that Hannibal actually helped Oda Nobunaga, because Oda Nobunaga was having difficulty as to wondering what the troops were doing, because all that distraction that they were doing, causing fires, breaking into people's houses, and Yoichi didn't know what they were actually doing, because it was all just random jabbering that you could kind of say they were kind of doing throughout the whole entire time. But it made sense. What Hannah was saying was, since they're spreading out, why don't you just bring them together and just squash them together like grapes, you know, and you'll get the same taste that you will actually want. And that really made sense too, because of the fact that all they were doing is, the freaking troops of the ends themselves, all they were doing is just going around just making themselves harder to get at. That's all they were really doing. But Oda Nobunaga saw that tactic and said, no, what? No. And I love the way that Olmino was used in the episode itself, but it's her charms. I'm loving the way the fact that her charms are only used for defense, but nonetheless, her charms are also used as a military strategic battle strategy. That's the thing that I loved about it, because Olmino's, you could say, like those wall defense, you kind of say, is really used. It could be used for many purposes, not just for defense. It can be used for offense. It can be used for maneuverability, as we saw in the recent episodes. Like I said, it's very interesting to see how they're going about it with every aspect of it. And Oda Nobunaga's military strategic idealistic, like you could say, plans are actually going into fruition into these episodes. And honestly, I just can't get enough of, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's those guys without the t-shirts that are carrying the muskets. I literally forgot what their name was, because it just flashed by me right now. And it's hilarious at the fact that these guys are they're hardcore, but yet they look like as if they're male escorts. Like, honestly, the way they position themselves in battles, like, hold on, let me show you my ripping hot body while I'm doing this, while I'm charging at you. Like, honestly, like, it just seems like they're literally Playgirl magazine models. Like, honestly, it's just hilarious. But nonetheless, though, guys, it still was a very interesting anime to look at throughout the overall aspect, because, you know, even though they won this actual war, they actually won the battle, as you can kind of say in this episode, but the war is still going on, and the Black King even had to make Hijikata retreat, even though Hijikata was saying, no, this is not how the way I want to go at it. I still could defeat him, but no. I think the Black King really was just taken away. It's just for the fact that he did not want to lose another end in his own army, because he lost, I believe it was Guille de Reis, and that was a very huge stepping stone in the army. But we don't know what the other members can actually do as well in the ends themselves. Like I said, the ends themselves are still quite a bit of mystery, as in particularly involved as to what they can actually do. And I'm loving the fact that the ends themselves, they can actually, you know, they could step away from the Black King themselves. As we kind of see, Hijikata was he kind of seemed like he was kind of disobeying the Black King, and that's a major plot device, as you can kind of say. A lot of characters in the ends, their ideals are so strong that they could actually say no to the Black King, and noticing how powerful he is, that just says a lot. That just says that, you know, that could be a foreshadowing element, saying that, you know, maybe Hijikata could actually join the Drifters themselves. And it seems, and honestly, guys, the Drifters themselves need some supernatural lore involved with them. Honestly, because it just seems like it's like the War of the Worlds. Think of it like that. It's like those cybernetic aliens versus us humans. It's like, think of it like that. The Drifters and the Ants are similar like that. You know, it's one has much more technology, you kind of say, and one is just fighting with just sticks and stones. Honestly, like, that's the way I kind of see it between these two events. But I have to say, that's it for today's segment, guys. Honestly, I have to say that Hijikata versus Toshizo battle was really, really interesting, and to actually look at that, as you know, it's another foreshadowing element saying that these two are destined to battle. Honestly, they have a feud going on. I believe it was Toyohisa's clan, the Shimazu clan, was actually, you know, I believe it's embedded into Hijikata's actual essence, saying that I hate this clan, like I loathe it to the point that I just want to behead you, to the point, like I was like literally looking at that, I'm like, god damn, you know, this character really just loathes this character. But honestly, like I said, though, guys, let me know down in the comments below, guys, as to what do you guys thought of this season finale. I honestly thought it was pretty interesting, but I just feel like there's still some stuff that needs to be left to be said. Honestly, this first season could have been at least up to 15 episodes, at least to explain as to what more could be done. But the overall aspect and the execution was done perfectly. Not gonna lie to you guys, it was done perfectly. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just being nitpicky now and just, you know, wanting more and more of it. Like I said, The Drifters is still an interesting anime to look at for the fall 2016 anime, and I'm hoping you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. But let me know down in the comments below as to what you guys' thoughts on Drifters themselves, and you guys think that any of the ends themselves are gonna join the actual Drifters side. So let me know down in the comments, guys, and as always, guys, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and if you guys enjoy my content, give a like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. fall 2016 anime discussions or more, or the winter. By the way, guys, winter is coming, so winter anime discussions are coming up. And as always, guys, have a wonderful day. But this is Mr. Zen. Sign.